What do you believe? But cannot prove. Gonna sound crazy AF. But, you know targeted ads. You talk about buying a new skateboard and you get ads for buying a skateboard. I swear I'm getting ads for shit I only thought about. That my sister-in-law was fucking my brother's best friend while my brother was in the hospital fighting leukemia. My brother died and the best friend moved into sister-in-law's house 6 months later. Edit. Added language to clarify the post. One of my best friends from middle school up and disappeared with his entire family. Seriously. There one day. Totally empty house the next. No phone calls. No texts. No social media. I'm convinced the whole family was in witness protection. Edit. Added a missing word. I went to a Guns N' Roses aka Axl Rose concert during the Barrelhead days. Around 2006 I think. Anyway, I'm about 99% sure that the singer on stage was not really Axl. I was such a huge fan, so I'd seen them on this tour a couple times already. He looked like Axl and sounded like him, but there was something off about it. Can't put my finger on it, but I really think that it was a very good impersonator. I sold my Nintendo Wii for a profit as a kid. My parents bought it for $250, I sold it for $400, so I made $400 since it wasn't my money. I showed my uncle the day I got paid. Next thing you know, I checked my money again that night because $400 was a lot for me and now it's only $200. I guess my uncle left me half, which was generous. I can't prove this, but he was arrested for breaking into a house and stealing some things, so that leads me to believe that I was right. Prince Andrew does actually sweat. That some people wait around until they see someone sitting or parked by themselves and then go sit or park close to them. I don't know what their goal is, but it happens so many times there has to be something going on. Subway was much higher quality 20 years ago. Childhood friends stole my copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. Haunts me to this day. Did they do it? I'll never know. There is some culture on Earth that has realized that denim is better for drying hands than both tissue paper and air dryers. And so has denim paper instead. My best friend was driven to suicide directly by my ex-girlfriend. His then girlfriend. As a way to get back at me. It worked. Intelligent life exists outside of our solar system. In the near future, an app or social media site will be created that essentially functions the way labor unions were meant to function. It will cause upheaval. Places like Walmart and manufacturers will suddenly have to deal with flash strikes. Google Maps collects data on speeding, driving habits and sells them to insurance or another private company. Even with location off. People in general across the world want to live in peace. I don't believe this, but I overheard a friend talking roughly 2 months ago about how everything was fine until we raided Area 51. Some people, celebrities, fake their deaths to retire from public eyes. That what I see as blue is the same as what you see as blue. This may be provable. But I can't. Jim stole my Sharpie back in 9th grade. If you're reading this, Jim. Fuck you. People reporting alien abductions are remembering fragments of their birth. 1. Having never used their eyes before, everything looks like a bright light. 2. They are helpless and can't move. 3. Medical hats and masks makes a person look like the classic green alien. Big eyes. No nose or mouth. And elongated heads. Bing. Medical hats and masks. I would be perfectly happy doing absolutely nothing productive for the rest of my life if I didn't have to worry about money. There are alien civilizations out there that are a million years ahead of us, a million years behind us, and everything in between. Social media has made everything worse. I remember when the internet was just becoming a thing. And I thought it would be revolutionary. Everyone would have access, the accurate information would never be in the dark again. Instead, services like Facebook are designed to feed people's disillusions for extra clicks. And people fall for it hook, line and sinker. Beheaded people are alive some seconds after their heads are cut off. They just can't scream. No lungs. And are in too much pain and shock. Edit. By the comments on top of this. Till that it's actually true and somehow proved through experiments. Deja vu. I really do believe I did whatever it is before. Lots of generic goods are the exact same as name brand stuff. They just package them differently. My best friend's husband murdered her and staged it as a suicide. To this day I don't believe she took her own life. Despite denials by tech companies that conversations influence ads you see later in the day. Some things have only been spoken and show up in ads same day. The increased levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is somehow fucking with our brains and making us all go crazy. All smartphone companies slowly sabotage their older models when newer ones come out, so you are forced to get a new one. I think postpartum depression is the human equivalent of when animals kill or eat their babies because they're too stressed or there aren't enough resources. I believe there are people alive right now who will live for a very, very, very long time, as in as long as they want. Life extension is a thing we're actually working on. There is serious scientific research in delaying and eventually stopping and reversing aging. I think within 100 years we will figure it out. Maybe even by the end of this century. And there are definitely people alive now who will be alive in 100 years. No new tech required for that. That this horrible girl stole my favorite shirt at my friend's 13th b-day party sleepover. It was that Hot Topic shirt that said, "Do not eat pink insulation. Not cotton candy. It fit just right. Ya know." That most of the people I consider friends hate me and think I'm dumb but don't say anything. I just shit my fucking pants. Starbucks baristas intentionally spelled people's names wrong in order to make their chain memorable. Trump never intended to win the presidency. He was broke and looking for a way to boost his personal brand. That the multiverse theory is true and that some unexplainable events are caused by them bumping into each other. That the universe is brimming with life, it's just so spectacularly huge that it's quite difficult to prove without inventing teleportation. AKA traveling far faster than the speed of light. That the Big Bang is caused by the collapse of a massive black hole. Tons of black holes being absorbed into each other. And that we're not in the first iteration of the universe. Black holes each contain a universe. The creation of a black hole is its Big Bang and the matter it absorbs is what drives the expansion of its universe.